You ever get that weird feeling, like something's watching you? Not just a glance across the room. I'm talking deep in your bones, can't explain it kind of feeling, like your instincts are screaming, but you don't know why. Yeah, that happened to me once, and I swear, what I'm about to tell you changed my life. Back in 1997, I think Bigfoot saved me. No joke. This is what happened. I was 22 at the time, lived up in Washington State, right near the Cascades. Hiking was my escape, always has been. Just throw on a backpack, lace up the boots, and disappear into the trees for a while. That day, I hit the trail early. It was late summer, sunny, cool breeze, perfect weather. My plan? Simple. Just a long, peaceful day hike. No drama, just me, the woods, and maybe some elk tracks if I was lucky. And for the first few hours, it was perfect. Pine trees stretching to the sky, birds chirping, the kind of quiet that's not silent, but full of life, you know? But then, around the 3-hour mark, I got this feeling, like I wasn't alone anymore. I stopped walking, looked around, didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, but man, something in my gut was just off. Anyway, I kept going, figured it was nothing, just my imagination, right? Big mistake. About an hour later, I'm on this rocky section of the trail, nothing crazy, and boom, I step between two mossy boulders and completely miss a crevice. My foot drops in, my ankle rolls hard, and I go down, fast. Pain exploded up my leg. It was bad, like instantly bad. I tried to stand and almost passed out, couldn't put any weight on it. I was miles from my truck. No cell phone. This was the 90s. No GPS. No one around for who knows how far. I sat there, breathing heavy, trying to push back the panic. Then I started crawling. What else could I do? I was pulling myself along, grabbing branches, using trees to stay upright when I could. But I was getting slower, weaker. Every break lasted longer. My leg was throbbing, bleeding too. And that feeling came back, stronger this time, like something was following me. Then I saw it, a wolf, standing off in the trees, just watching, no growling, no movement, just those eyes locked on me. And that's when my granddad's words hit me. Wolves and their kin never travel alone. I looked around, nothing, but I knew they were there, waiting, and then, out of nowhere, bam! Sharp pain in the back of my leg. I screamed. One of them bit me, deep. I swung back, kicking, punching, panicking. Another bite on my arm, claws down my back. It was chaos. They weren't just testing me, they were taking me down. I honestly thought, this is it. This is how I die. And then, something roared. Loud, deep, not a wolf, not a bear. This was different. Like the whole forest stopped breathing, and suddenly, the wolves ran, whining, tail between their legs gone. I was lying there, bleeding, shaking, totally out of it. And then, I saw it. Something stepped out from the trees, big, like huge, easily 8 feet tall, maybe more. Built like a tank covered in dark, shaggy hair, long arms, massive hands. But the thing I remember most were its eyes. They weren't angry or wild. They looked calm, almost human. It walked slowly, right toward me, and then everything faded to black. Next thing I remember, I'm in an ambulance. EMTs were over me, checking vitals, patching up bites. One of them said, "You're lucky to be alive." They told me a hunter found me, leaning up against the side of my truck, passed out, covered in blood. I was like, what? I never made it back to the truck. I was at least 2 hours away when the wolves attacked. There's no way I crawled that far with a busted ankle and bleeding leg. I told the rangers that too. Told them where it happened. They just stared at me like I was nuts. One of them finally said, "Wolves don't usually come that far out. And if they did, they wouldn't leave a kill behind." And I said, "I didn't walk back here." He didn't ask any more questions after that. I know what I saw. That thing, whatever it wasn't a bear. It wasn't a hallucination. It saved my life. My granddad always told stories about creatures in the woods. Called them Bigfoot, Sasquatch, wood boogers sometimes if he was joking. Said they were real. Said they watched over the forest, but stayed hidden. I used to laugh, but now I believe. And honestly, I don't think Bigfoot is some mindless monster. At least, not the one I met. Whatever it was, it saw me, it helped me, and I owe it my life. Thanks for sticking around and hearing my story. If you've ever had a strange encounter or something unexplainable out in the wild, drop it in the comments. I'd love to read it. Stay safe out there. And remember, the forest sees more than we do.